Okay, everybody, welcome back. There seems to be some confusion with the prior video I put out where a bunch of people were sitting there saying, I don't know anything about this cryptocurrency. I call it fake money, all this stuff. It is fake money. So is the paper dollar. Your currency, all forms of currency are done by the cabal. Bitcoin is absolutely centralized. It's controlled by the bankers, by the Jesuit order, by the Illuminati, who are part of the Jesuit empire. Everything is done by the numbers. And that's what I'm going to get into in this video. I can't stand paper money any more than I can stand Bitcoin. Okay, I hate cryptocurrency. I hate paper currency. I just work the slave job, have the direct deposit into the bank account, and I deal with my virtual currency that's not cryptocurrency or paper money because it's all part of the cabal. Those of you that are making a ton of money on Bitcoin right now because of hyperinflation, just know inflation's going to happen too. Think about the 90s. The 90s was an unbelievable period of prosperity in the United States. And then what happened 20 years later? The paper dollar's completely worthless. Yet it was worth it was unbelievable how prosperous it was back in the 90s. So for all of you that have a lot of money tied up in Bitcoin and you're, first of all, when you take that money out, you're going to get taxed to death in the US, which is another thing I hate, taxation without representation. It's part of the reason we got to take down the cabal. So I'm going to show you in this video why everything. Before we get to that as well, I know a lot of you were talking about the thing with Jeff and all that. Look, Jeff, I know you're going to see this, man. Keep your money, bro. Keep the money. Keep that 2,000 or whatever you want in the Tampa Bay Lightning. Just keep the money. Like I say, I'm not in this for money, man. That's why I set up the Patreon. I only charge $5 a month. That's only $60. You don't need to give away $1,000 or $2,000. What happened was I did not I had not had a virtual wallet. I understand how Bitcoin works, okay? So don't leave those comments. But the thing is, I set up a virtual wallet the first time. I did not realize that first address I posted after the live stream on how to help me with Bitcoin. The reason that live stream was created was because I did not realize that my phone, the Samsung Galaxy S5, did not work with that wallet. So when it gave me the address, even though it wouldn't let me fully sign up, that address I posted was invalid. So the one that I sent out after that, ending in 88, that address is with the Trust Wallet, which is the one that actually works. So I apologize if anybody sent money to that account. It's probably lost to history. But again, that was only because I didn't realize that I had no way of knowing that app was not going to work on my phone. Same thing with the Exodus app. We learned that one doesn't work either. So like I say, I'm not a fan of any of these currencies. They're all fake. They're all controlled by the numbers. Bitcoin, that's a future. That's a commodity. That's something you can invest in, just like the futures market, gold, silver, cattle, corn, the stock market. It's all done by the numbers. Think about Dow Jones a couple years back, dropping 81 points on August 1st, 8/1. Everything is done by the numbers, by the cabal. Again, if you want to support this research, sign up for Patreon, especially if you're in Australia. My latest video shows a lot about the AFL coming up. So Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency invented in 2008 by an unknown person or group of people. I mean, just listen to that statement. Unknown person or group of people. Sashiko Nakatamo, remember that name. We're going to get to that. But it says that the name Bitcoin.org was registered August 18th. On October 31st, the link to the link to a paper authored by whoever this is, titled Bitcoin. So it was August 18th to October 31st. First of all, you'll notice Bitcoin was created on a date with 36 numerology. Bitcoin's 36. One of many is 136. That's a Masonic slogan on the US dollar bill. So from August 18th, 2008 to October 31st, 2008, was a span of 74 days. Why does that matter? Because 74 is the Masonic number. For anybody to tell you that this cryptocurrency is not Masonic, just like the paper dollar is Masonic, they are completely misinformed and totally uneducated. For all the people who told me I'm a simpleton, I'm a moron, I need to get a clue, actually, it's the other way around. So, 74. Jesus is 74. Gospels, 74. Messiah's 74. Parables is 74. Cross is 74. Masonic, 74. Lucifer, 74. Occult, 74. We're talking about the language of gematria. Gematria is ancient occult knowledge, which comes from Kabbalah. In Kabbalah's Book of Formation, it talks about how God created the world with letters, numbers, and words. Gematria, 74. Simple, 74. English, 74. This cipher right here, known as English Ordinal, the proper name is Simple English Gematria, 74. Killing, 74. Nuclear, 74. Energy, 74. Error, 74. Weapon, 74. Stabbing, 74. Ashkenazi Jews, 74. The Ashkenazi Jews are the false Jews, referred to in the 66th book of the Bible. Jesus Christ, 74. Independence Day, 74. Holiday, 74. If you're in the United States, you know that we celebrate our independence on 7/4, not arbitrary. So the United States, Bitcoin was established on August 18th, a date written 18/8. Bavarian Illuminati sums to 188. They're a part of the Jesuit empire that controls this world. The Jesuits control all forms of currency, from paper dollar to cryptocurrency to military to politics to news to sports to government to weather. They control it all. These people answer to no one. Cyber attack is 188. So is malware tech. Your paper dollar, your currency. Take any bill out of your wallet right now, and if you're in the United States, you'll see it right here. You'll see gematria on there right there. B2, F6. It's all on there. And notice when you add up your currency, the $1 bill, the $2 bill, the 5, the 10, the 20, the 50, and the 100, it sums to what? 188. So the $1 bill, there's so much Masonic coding on the $1 bill that we don't even have time for it. So many Masonic slogans, but just notice this. The 13 arrows, the 13 leaves, the 13 berries, the 13 colonies, the 13 layers of brick, the 13 illuminated stars, the 13 enlightened colonies, the 13 letters in the motto, one of many. When you write out 13, it's 45, like one of many, like 45, like 54, like hermetic, gematria. These are hermetic teachings. Kabbalah, 45. Hermeticism is based in Kabbalah. Bitcoin, 45. Bitcoin was established on a date with 54 and 45 numerology. 45 is the 9th triangular number. Think about the 9 tail feathers, the 9 ciphers risen on the through the to return to a heavenly state. On the dollar bill, the 13 layers of brick have 72 bricks total. I'm talking about the dollar bill. Bitcoin, 72. Bitcoin created by the numbers to probably one day overtake the dollar bill and will become the currency. And once they eliminate the paper dollar, then Bitcoin's going to keep everybody in poverty, just like the paper dollar is right now. So this name, Sestito Nakatamo, notice it's 181, just like secular New Order. They're all part of the New World Order. 181 matters because that's the 42nd prime number. Blockchain's 42, so is Freemason, so is Kabbalah. This is another way of saying Kabbalah. And there's a whole lot more to 42, believe me. But think about, if you don't know what the Coinage Act was, the Coinage Act was passed by the United States Congress on what date? April 2nd, 4/2, 1792. It created the United States dollar as a unit of money. Coinage Act 42, done on 4/2. Always done by the numbers. You look at the Canadian dollar, the Australian dollar, the British euro, they're all created by the same code. The Bavarian Illuminati was established May 1st, 1776 by Adam Weishaupt. May 1st, 5/1, Adam Weishaupt, 51. Adam Weishaupt dropped dead 80 days before what would have been his 83rd birthday. Bavarian Illuminati, 80. Murder, 83. Think of the song Murder by Numbers that came out in 1983 by the band The Police. Think of the movie poster Murder by Numbers with Sandra Bullock on the cover. Sandra Bullock's 83. In that title, they change only 2 letters to numbers. They change the E to a 3 and the B to an 8. 3883. Murder 38 and 83. Killing 38. Death 38. The acronym RIP 38. So the Bavarian Illuminati was born May 1st, 1776. On May 1st, 1933, the 157-year anniversary, the United States shipped off all of its gold, all of its silver, and then they replaced it with the worthless paper dollar. And that's a lot of what Bitcoin is, investing in gold and silver, which is all controlled by the numbers. It fluctuates by the numbers. Go back and look at all the prior research we've done with the stock market and the futures market over the years. It's all by the numbers. So again, May 1st, 1776, the 122nd day of the year in a leap year. 1776 was a leap year. Hermeticism is 122. Again, these are Hermetic teachings. So this is for all the trolls who leave bullshit comments like this. I'm not even going to bother to read them. But all 4 of these, get your facts straight, then talk. Actually, you need to do that, buddy. Don't ever put the word truth in your name either if you're going to leave a comment like that. So you can read over these if you want. So to all the haters, we're going to talk to you about the Federal Reserve. And for my friends in the UK, we're going to go over the Titanic and how that was perfectly synced with the establishment of the Federal Reserve. So the Federal Reserve opened their doors November 16th, 1914. The Federal Reserve, of course, on April 2nd, the decision was made to have 12 Federal Reserve banks established throughout the country. Of course, they pick April 2nd. You know why? Because the date of establishment was also a date with 42 numerology. So the decision to open up the 12 Federal Reserve banks was April 2nd. To the days they opened the doors, November 16th was a span of 228 days later, like how United States of America sums to 228. December 13th, 1913, that was 47 weeks later. Notice, and 47, that is the other Masonic number. The 2 numbers to know, 74, 47. You see, you'll be amazed how often you see them. Think of the 47 degrees on the Masonic companies. Banks is 47, Obeys 47, Frameworks 47, Foundations 47. We're talking about Freemasonry. The Freemasons are builders. The Cabal's 47, Cop 47, Policeman 47, Caesar 47, Beast 47, Time 47, Trump 47. Think about beast and time. The number of a beast is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Man created on the 6th day. 6, the first perfect numbers, letters, gematria, time, perfection. See how they do it? Trump 47, Agent 47. Those of you that play video games, you probably know about the video game Agent 47. Assassin's Creed is 47. Final Fantasy is 47. Government 47. Authority 47. DC 47. Gavel 47. Judge 47. Whig 47, the Republican Party came out of the Whig Party. White House 47, Democrat 47, Republican 47, President 47, 47 degrees in the Masonic compass, 90 degrees in the square. How many of you even know what this is? Or if you showed this to your friends and family, how many of you would even be able to recognize this? So 47 degrees in the compass, 90 degrees in the square. That's a sum of 137 degrees. Societies 33, peoples 33, persons 33, federals 33, orders 33, secrecies 33, masonries 33. The obsession with 33 comes from the Kundalini. The Kundalini is the belief of spiritual ascension up the 33 vertebrae of the spine. The middle row of your keyboard, ASD, FGH, JKL, they call that the spine, the backbone of your keyboard. That's why it's 33, because everything is done by the numbers. So the date the reserve was established, 12/23/1913. That's a date with 49 numerology. Scottish is 49, like how the Scottish Rite of Freemasonry, they're the ones running the show, the most Jewish branch of Freemasonry. America 49, Washington 49, Dallas is 49. They call the Dallas Cowboys America's team. So how about the Titanic? The Titanic struck the iceberg April 14th. Sunk in the early hours of April 15th. Now, what a lot of people don't realize about the Titanic, which was all by the numbers, which we're going to get to, at the time, the 3 richest men in the world were coming to America from England in order to fight the Federal Reserve because they did not want the Federal Reserve, the central banking system that now controls the planet, which is controlled by the Jesuit order. The White Star Line that built the Titanic was owned by J.P. Morgan, who was a Jesuit. J.P. Morgan has the famous quote that says, "Millionaires don't use numerology, billionaires do." This is what he's talking about. Gematria is Jewish numerology. So, the date the Titanic sank to the date the Federal Reserve was 617 days. That matters because 617 is the 113th prime number. This is a number that comes from the Talmud, which is a number that deals with mainstream deception. Dream World is 113, Fake Reality is 113, Titanic's 113, Utah Jazz is 113, Dear Basketball's 113, Kobe Bryant's 113, Michael Jordan's 113, the Jew David Stearns, the one who came out and said basketball is not about, or the NBA is not about basketball, it's about making stars. Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan both played their last game against the Utah Jazz, or retired against the Utah Jazz. Princess 113, go back and look at the death of Princess Diana, perfectly by the numbers. O.J. Simpson 113, Ron Goldman 113, he was supposedly murdered by O.J. Simpson, which was a hoax by the numbers. Green Screen 113, George Lucas 113, George Lucas created the green screen. Erroneous 113, Sinister 113, Divorce 113. If you divorce, you're being dishonest. Infidelity 113, Bullshit 113, Fiction 113, Perjury 113, Politics 113, Disinfo 113, Not Factual 113, Not Honest 113, Not True 113, Perverted 113, Dishonest 113, Mainstream 113. NASA, who does everything by the numbers, was established on a date with 113 numerology. 7 plus 29 plus 19 plus 58 is 113. And the reason 113 matters is because it comes from the Talmud. In the Talmud, Bava Kama 113a says Jews may use lies to circumvent a Gentile. A Gentile is a non-Jew. They call you a Goyim. And in the Talmud, it says the only purpose of the Goyim is to work and slave to generate revenue so that the Jew doesn't have to. And because the goyim is too dumb for their own existence. And quite frankly, they're true. I mean, look at how many hate comments were on my last video because people can't see that everything Bitcoin does is by the numbers. So, remember, the Titanic sinking was written about more than a decade in advance. If you're not familiar, there was a book that came out called Futility, Wreck of the Titan. It's a story that talks about the largest ocean liner ever built that sinks on its maiden voyage after coming in contact with an iceberg. A story that is identical to that of the Titanic. So it was originally published in 1898. Don't forget the numerology of the date the Titanic hit the iceberg was a date with 49 numerology. We already know about 49. Think about the Titanic hitting the iceberg on April 14th, a date written 14/4. Jesuit order 144. How many times do I have to tell you? It's the Jesuit order, the Jesuit empire that's running the show. They control cryptocurrency. There's no unknown person that created a cryptocurrency that's going to suddenly take over the world for the better. No disrespect, but you guys have to be fucking retards if you believe that. You know? Again, Bitcoin, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's a good thing right now, but once they 86 that paper dollar, look out. Futility 49, Iceberg also 49, Scottish 113 and 49. Again, the Scottish Rite, the most Jewish branch of Freemasonry. And I know I seem pissed off in all these videos. It's because I get so sick and fucking tired of talking about the same goddamn thing every time and getting the same retards to go, oh, you're just so dumb. You're just so uneducated. You need to do your research and get a clue. It's like, no, dumb motherfucker. You need to do some research and you need to get a clue to what the fuck reality is. You know, you want to know why every 19 years we keep getting these goddamn false flags and these major tragedies that enslave us even further as a people? It's because Jewish holidays are perfectly synced up with the moon. The moon does a full rotation every 19 years, meaning it's in the same position now as it was 19 years ago. The word chaos is 19. 2020, we have the war on germs. 2001, we had the war on terrorism. 1982, we had the war on drugs. 1963, we had the Kennedy assassination. 1944, we had the World War II. 1925, we had a book written called A Day That Enslaved America. That book was written about the death of Grace May Brown, who died in what year? 1906. From 1906 to 1925, 19 fucking years. Every 19 years, they hit us with the same bullshit. If we're all still alive in 2039, we're going to get the same goddamn thing. You know, it's time for people to wake up so that we can put an end to this bullshit. So we don't have to see what sick thing they have planned in 2039. You know? It's 2020, guys. It's time to wake up. Till next time.